I hear trick-or-treaters outside, and that's the only kind of sound interruption I want to hear tonight. Hi friends, I just thought I'd pop on and while I was already putting on my makeup, just film it and do something with the Norvina palette volume 1 because it kind of has some good like Halloween-y autumnal tones, and this will be coming out after Halloween. It is Halloween as I'm filming this tonight, but I thought maybe I could do something that was just maybe a little bit witchy but nothing too overtly spooky. The sound of screaming children. It's gonna be so loud, guys, so just hang tight. So without further ado, let's get started. I think we decided that his name was Jim. First up, I am going to prime my lids as per usual. I feel like this look will be good for not just Halloween, but also people who just like to be spooky year round. I'm debating on calling this look the Halloween hangover look because I feel like some people I know get a little bit sad and a little bit bummed out that October's over and November it just starts the onslaught of the Christmas hell, but I'm trying to make the most of it. My friends invited me to their house for some spooky movies, some board games, and that definitely sounds like my speed for this evening. As you can tell, the upstairs neighbors are the ones that get the trick-or-treaters, but unfortunately we don't because we live in the scary basement suite. So for the last 3 years I have not been able to even hand out candy to trick-or-treaters, which has been upsetting. If I were in a place that had trick-or-treaters, I would have probably just stayed home, handed out candy. Okay, so I think I want to work heavily with the sort of more earthy tones in this palette. There's lots of nice oranges, especially this one right here, and some browns that I want to incorporate into the crease just to make it really earthy. All the leaf colors that you get at the very, very tail end of October, and I feel like this and this would be like the perfect blend. Plus like maybe this on the lid. Anyway, let's just get started because I don't have like unlimited amounts of time because that's usually how it works with me. Actually, I might start off with E3 right next to it. That sort of mustardy color because it's calling me. Top off the excess, and I think I'm gonna start really high up into this area here and then slope it down. This shade is definitely grabbing on to the primer in a not pleasant way, making sure it's nice and blended out on the edges. Bring that out a little bit farther on this corner as well. Now that that's laid down just fine, I'm going to then go into E2, warm it up. This is definitely not nearly as neon as the other orange in the palette. I feel like this will be a really nice tone for this look. Pretty. This orange is certainly going on really smoothly and blending out really easily. And then I think I'm going to take a little bit more of that yellow and just kind of buff the edges a little bit. And now taking a smaller brush, let's dip into C5 just to deepen everything up a little bit in a more concentrated area.
Your brows.
Thank you.
I got a couple of caterpillars that are kind of shy about meeting each other. A little meet cute happening on your face.
Oh no, they can't unsee it.
What are their names, Maddie?
Bobo and Beanie. Okay, I want to blend that out with some more orange. I feel like that got a bit too concentrated. That dark brown shade is just so dense. Now I think I'm just gonna go in directly with my finger into E1. Bitch. Scrap the finger because I just got my nails done for the first time in, oh gosh, months. I'm just not used to it. Okay, once again, let's take a brush this time. Yeah, I really like that. But I also want something to transition into the brown. Let's just use a touch of this metallic brown shade, which is B2. Let's just finish off the lower lash line, and I want to really, really smoke this out. So let's start from darkest to lightest. Did you see how easy that was? Like just how soft, blendable, and pigmented as hell? I mean, that was just kind of nuts. And then lastly, finishing it off with a little bit of E3. Okay, that is appropriately smoked out. And today we're gonna do it, folks. We're gonna do a wing, so pray for me. Okay, I'm gonna do the other wing off camera, put on some lashes, and we will zoom out and finish the rest of the look. Let's throw on some liner using the NYX Jumbo Pencil in the color Milk. All right, now my favorite part of every look, I'm going to throw on a truckload of blush because I can. So all of my blush today will be done with the Clown Blush palette. If not on Halloween, then when? So I'm gonna first go in with Carnival and try and get into where the eyeshadow stopped and maybe blend a little in and around there. The Clown Blush palette is pretty much the perfect companion to this look. Now taking Contortion, which is the orange blush, and warming up the cheeks. And oh my god, because I haven't put on highlighter in about a month, I'm dying for some. So I'm going to use the Lime Crime Opals palette and use the yellow shade. And I'm actually going to concentrate it more on the front of the apple of my cheeks. I'm gonna put that on the inner corner as well and along the brow bone. And then I think I'm gonna layer on top of that with some Omrizi highlighter just because I am starved for it and because this is a better one for the tip of the nose as well. Okay, let's spray this down. After all that matte powder, it's nice to do a look with a healthy amount of glow. Let's quickly do some lips. First, aggressively overlining. And then going in with the Fenty Mademoiselle in Pumpkin Rose, which is very apropos. And when she says matte, she is not fucking around. I'm going to just obliterate my face with freckles. What I do want to do lastly is throw on a touch of gloss just because I feel like I feel too matte. And that, friends, is the look all complete. I'm moderately happy with how this turned out. I feel like I really wanted to go a lot more detailed and the direction I wanted to go in was a lot more fanciful, but I ran out of time, so this is what you get for trying to be punctual. But the eye look I think is actually quite lovely, and I think because it's just, you know, kind of a warm toned smoky eye, I'm gonna call this look Basic Witch because that's how I feel, but I do feel cute. Do you remember the ads that were going around for these hats on Facebook last Halloween? Well, I did end up picking one up and actually it's pretty cute. It's got this wire in the band so you can kind of shift it around, but it is a bit too big for my head. I have a freakishly small head. Most one size fits all hats are going to be a bit too big on me, but I still think it's kind of cute and I'm still gonna go out in it because it's Halloween. As always, I have to run. I'm late already for the party, so I have to dash. But I hope you enjoyed this installment of the Norvina Pro Pigment Palette Series Volume 1 Part 4, depending on whether you count the second video as 2 parts. I would love to know what you want to see from the palette next. Comment down below. Here are the many ways you can help out this channel. You could like this video, you could comment, you could subscribe. We are very close to 900. Follow me on other social media. My Instagram is at Madelaide, the same way it is spelled here, and my Twitter is at Madsuds, which is MADDSUDZ. Last but not least, you could support me on Patreon. Thank you to all of my patrons as always. And as I venture out into the night, please be kind and be generous to everyone you meet out there in the world today, and hopefully I will see you on the next one. Bye guys.